Here, I saw you were tear gassed and pepper sprayed.
You know, the sad thing is that the force that they're showing to us as South Africans, they can't show it to criminals. He gave them a few warnings to go back to the speaker's corner. They resisted. They started assaulting police officers, started pushing back at police officers. They also then started spraying tear gas. As a result, one police officer has been taken to hospital for medical attention. We have opened a case against Dudula. The charges that they're facing, firstly, public violence. The second one, assaulting of a police officer and contravention of the court order. You'll recall that they were handed down a court order not to intimidate and harass foreign nationals. We have arrested 2 individuals, Dudula members, and we have started with investigations. When they're supposed to do the right thing to the criminals, they don't do it. Some of us were arrested for fighting crime, for fighting illegality that's happening in the country. We went to take people to the police station who are illegal in the country, and some people were arrested. What's the job of the police if they can't protect the citizens? They're working against us, these people. They're corrupt, these people. Because we don't have 20 rands to give them bribe. That's how they're going to behave.
So growing up, we were always taught that you never fight in front of visitors. You wait until the visitors are gone. Then whatever issue you have at home can continue. And honestly, this is exactly what many South Africans are saying right now. Like, I like Operation Dudula, but the march was very stupid. Our culture, families don't fight in front of guests. The G20 Summit is one of the most important global gatherings in the world. It brings together leaders from the most powerful economies, countries that drive the world's markets, trade, finance, and political stability. These are the presidents and prime ministers whose decisions influence fuel prices, jobs, global peace, and development for billions of people. For the first time, the G20 is being hosted on South African soil, and South Africa is the country chosen to carry that responsibility. This is a massive milestone. It shows global trust, it shows respect, and the recognition of South Africa as a key player in international politics and the global economy. So what does this mean for South Africa? It means investment opportunities, it means tourism growth, it means strengthening international relationships, it means business deal and economic development, it means job creation, and it means South Africa now has more influence on global conversations that affect all of us. Being selected as the host gives South Africa the chance to showcase its leadership, its capability, and its potential to the rest of the world. This is the moment where the global spotlight is on us, is on South Africa, and the world is watching on how South Africa handle themselves. Because of how important this summit is, the leaders attending are not just ordinary individuals. These are people who travel with extremely high level security. Their safety is non-negotiable. If anything happens to one of them on South African soil, it becomes an international crisis, not a small local issue. This is why security has to be tight. This is why police responds immediately to anything that looks disorderly or suspicious. And that is why the protection units give strict instructions that must be followed. When world leaders are involved, even a misunderstanding can escalate. Security forces are trained to react instantly, and if someone does not listen or behave in a way that looks threatening, they can be removed by force, even deadly force if necessary. These are international standards South Africa must follow to maintain its credibility. Operation Dudula is a known social movement in South Africa, a group that focuses on issues around immigration, community safety, and activism in different townships. Many South Africans already know who they are and what they stand for. But during a global event like the G20 Summit, any group, movement, any crowd gathering, or any attempt to approach restricted zones becomes a security concern, no matter who the group is. It's not about targeting one organization. It's not about silencing anyone. It's about the fact that the G20 is here and the safety protocols are on a world-class level. When leaders from all over the world and other global powers are present, The country must act as the highest level of security. Law enforcement has one job only: protect the visiting leaders, protect the summit. So whatever the police had to do in that moment, in this moment of Dudula, they did it because these leaders cannot be allowed to be in any form of danger, not even close. South Africa must prove that it can protect the people who have come here and that can uphold international security standards. This is how serious the G Summit is. This is how important this event is for South Africa. This is why the Protection Service acts the way they do, to ensure nothing, absolutely nothing goes wrong while the world is watching. And look at the Women for Change March, what they did on Friday, the 21st of November of 2025. That march happened the day before, very peaceful, organized, and very powerful. It didn't interrupt the G20. It still made its point. Dudula, on the other hand, picked the exact same date of the main meeting, and chaos became the headline. Some tweets summed it up perfectly by saying, "I support Operation Dudula, but don't make a mockery of South Africa." It wasn't bravery, it was poor timing. Getting pepper sprayed is not a fight against criminals, it's a fight against timing. I actually respect what Operation Dudula stands for: the desire to protect the country, the fight for accountability, to prioritize citizens. But timing matters, context matters. With world leaders around, South Africa authorities always act first, harshly and very harshly. They don't know how far protests will go. They cannot take chances. There was a designed protest area for Operation Dudula, a specific area, a specific space already demarcated for their demonstration. But things went horribly wrong when the group tried to push beyond that area, spreading their protest. Of course, the police responded. If there was ever a moment they would respond, it would be at the G20, where the eyes of the world are watching. But if you are given a specific space to protest and showcase what you want to showcase, don't go beyond that, because what is going to happen is you will think it's an attack, when in reality the country is protecting you, but they have to protect these leaders first. These people are the ones that are important at this moment, because they are bringing something into the country that is more important than maybe what Dudula might be fighting for right now in that specific moment. But afterwards, you can carry on with the whole situation. But during the G20, I feel like timing was just not right. But we will never take away what Dudula is fighting, but I feel like it was just the wrong timing. But anyway, that is just my thoughts on this. Please do leave your comments down below and let me know what you guys think about this. Until the next time, peace.